Hey, I just need to be recording another video tonight. Uh, and the topics are sexual harassment, coercive control, um, regarding women, regarding sensitive empath, highly sensitive women, and of course women in general as well, but especially when you are a sensitive empath, HSP, like I am, and you're dealing with sexual harassment, coercive control, manipulation, deception, cheating, when a man wants to control you and they are toxic to you, when all you want to do is love them and, care for them and be their life partner. And also, I want to talk about vulnerability. Uh, because vulnerability is such an important factor when we are going through life, because it really makes us human, because as humans we're supposed to have compassion and feelings and emotions and thoughts, and so we're not supposed to be blocking those away. And vulnerability helps with this process, that the more you can be vulnerable with yourself and with others, the more you know yourself, the more you are in touch with yourself, with your true self, the more you are in tune with yourself daily, taking care of yourself, the more you can be vulnerable every single day, every single second of your life. And when you do that, then it will help you attract the right people into your life. So the more you are authentically vulnerable with yourself and with others, speaking your truth, being yourself, it creates this energy and frequency and vibration that is naturally yours, and it will help you to create your life your way, and it will help you create and attract and manifest those kinds of healthy relationships that you deserve, that you crave for, you know? So it's really a process, and you will be repelling the wrong people out of your life. So you will be repelling that wrong kind of energy and frequency and vibration that does not belong to your life, because you are naturally high vibrational, and those low vibrational people, those toxic people, all kinds of low vibrations are not coming to you as much anymore. The more you can just do this and be vulnerable, so it's very powerful, and you're able to be in your own frame. uh, the more the more you do this work, this process, and you really start to enjoy it, because why wouldn't you enjoy taking care of yourself and being yourself authentically and honestly? Why wouldn't you enjoy attracting the right kinds of people into your life, and those experiences and everything that is aligned with you and your own authentic energy, your own authentic, beautiful energy, because you are a light in this world. You are love and light. So why would you want even anything else? Just because if you had childhood trauma experiences, you were bullied as a child, you were neglected, like I was, maybe you had narcissistic parents as well, so maybe you still don't know how to be vulnerable with yourself. But again, if you're interested in my help, I can help you with this process. I have personally been through it, so I know how it is, and I can definitely help you if you wanna have one-on-one calls with me, coaching calls with therapy. But yeah, so that is important. And when you're more freely yourself, you just discover your own power, and you really start to fall in love with yourself. You discover how amazing you really are, that you're not something, you're not something or someone that is what a narcissistic person said to you, for example. You're not that person. That is just their projection, you know? That is about their insecurities, about their issues. It has nothing to do with you. You were just a target, nothing more. But you can remove yourself, and you should remove yourself from that equation and stop being the victim, stop being the target, you know? And instead just be empowered and be vulnerable, be honest, be real, be authentic, you know, with yourself and with others. So you will really be discovering a whole new life for yourself. And you will be a magnet for good things, miracles, blessings, positive things happening into your life the more you do this. And then I wanted to also mention that, you know, it's never shameful. It's never shameful to be vulnerable. It's never shameful to be fully and honestly and truly authentically you. No, you're supposed to do that. It's what you're supposed to be doing. It's not anything to be ashamed of. And when you can really be vulnerably brave, be brave and be yourself, you know, have that courage, you will just build your self-esteem as well. You will really be radically changing your life and healing, because you will know what is good for you and what is not good for you, and you will know, you will be more sure about yourself, about what you want in life, what you deserve and desire, and all of those things. So it's a beautiful process. And yeah, so it's not anything to be ashamed of. So there's no need to be ashamed of being who you are as a sensitive, kind person. Just because somebody manipulated you or judged you, hurt you, it's always important to remember that it's all about their issues. It's not about you. They just wanted your attention. They wanted things out of you, your empathy, everything. But it's not your problem. It's not your issue to deal with. You just need to be letting go and working on yourself, you know. And the only way that toxic person even might wake up and learn is that you leave them. You leave them completely, you cut them off completely, and then they are left without you there to support them. Likely they don't have anyone else to support them, so they will just be having to lean on themselves, or, you know, if there is a slightest chance, maybe they will change and want to heal. But that is, of course, their healing path then. But anyway, it's not your issue to deal with. And it's important to be, you know, detaching yourself and having your boundaries if you've been through sexual harassment, for example. For me personally, it makes me so angry to see so much control around, especially online. It seems like everywhere online, if you download an app to your phone, for example, a social media app of some kind, really doesn't matter what it is really, but if there are people in it and people can message you and people can add you as a contact, for example, it seems like these men are all over these apps trying to reach women, and it really makes me angry when I notice that. I don't like that at all. I think it's very immature. I think it's very shallow. I think it's very not a behavior of a grown man to do that. and it seems like there is so much dehumanizing around, and that also makes me a bit pissed and angry and tired and exhausted to even feel and sense and notice those things, because they are not my values at all. So I just want to share my support if you also have been bothered by these things. As an empath, I just be a woman, because as you are healing, especially healing after toxic relationships in life, you just want peace. You might be so exhausted and tired that you don't want to be dealing with anybody anymore who's trying to control you in any way, and you might get very angry, and that is natural. You have a right to be angry. We have to allow ourselves to feel how we feel, because it's a big part of us being vulnerable. It's a big part of us being real with ourselves and with others. So we have to be able to feel and be ourselves and communicate as being ourselves without shame or guilt or fear. And if somebody's trying to turn those against us, of course, that is a big red flag. Again, that person is likely a narcissistic person, some sort of an energy vampire, a psychopath, for example. So that person is not somebody who you want to engage with, So once again, that would be a sign to stay away from a person like that. I am being now very careful. I have encountered too many people who seem so controlling and manipulative and narcissistic and selfish and immature. So I'm very tired of these things, and it's been online a lot, too much for me, and of course in real life too. So I'm very fed up with these things. It's like these men don't have any respect for women, and it makes me angry when people don't understand to respect other people's privacy, for example, other people's personal space, other people's feelings and emotions and thoughts, because that should be clear to everybody. And I just want to give you my support if this resonates, that you have also been going through these things of sexual harassment or some kind of control online or offline. So I just hope that you can stay strong, and know that you're not alone with these things. I have felt so alone, and that is not okay. So that was also hurting me. Even though I have worked hard on my empowerment and everything, but like I said, like if something happens out of the blue, it's natural to be affected by it. If there is some sort of a shock situation, some sort of toxic situation that causes panic, of course it's not healthy that it happens, and it's not okay that it happens, and there just has to be some way to deal with it, of course. And that is why I'm here, talking and sharing my support and guidance. And it's important to remember, that it's not your fault if somebody's being mean to you in any way. It's really immature behavior or toxic behavior for their reasons, which is usually insecurity and all of that. It is not an excuse, but it seems to be happening. So we just need to protect ourselves and do our best, to maintain our peace of mind anyway. But yeah, it's not okay. It's not okay at all, and these men should know that it's not okay. They should learn their lessons. That it's not okay to treat women like that. That we are not robots. We have feelings and emotions and life stories and everything. We can have children and things to do and all of that. We're not their sex objects. So it's really very narrow thinking if this is what they are thinking, but that is how it seems to me. How it has been, that it's like you're not even a human anymore. It's like they don't care. And it makes me so angry if people don't respect one another, if people just don't understand that we are all human beings. And if you don't know somebody, you should respect their personal space. Of course, even if you know someone, you should respect their personal space, but even more so if it is a random person online who you don't even know. So we don't know those people if they are unknown to us, so we should respect that. So that is also a big pain point that I want to address. I've just been so tired and exhausted, about these things. So I feel like I need to share my thoughts and guidance. And just doing my best to stay away from things like that. And that is what we should always do, is choose better things. Focus on better things. Focus on what matters instead of what doesn't matter. But of course, if there are many things that are not aligned with you, like what happened to me, of course we have to notice those things. We have to do something about those things. Because, nothing changes if we don't do anything. So something has to be done. Like the same as dealing with toxic people. Sometimes you have to stand up for yourself. Sometimes you have to fight back and do something. But there are also times when you have to ignore somebody, or a message or a phone call or an email that does not deserve your energy and attention. It does not deserve you feeling bad, And life is short, really, so every day we should just strive to be happy, happy and joyful and peaceful, have that inner peace, so that our children can also have inner peace, our pets can have inner peace, our home can have inner peace. The more we can just authentically, have that inner peace, be vulnerable, be ourselves freely, sometimes I just feel like the last dinosaur, you know. For example, online nowadays. Well, anyway, this is just me. But yeah, so I guess this is what I wanted to share. And I just hope that, you can be sure about who is good for you and who is not good for you. And I've been very busy lately with other things, but I guess I'm planning on making more videos again. But of course, I'm not always able to. I have other things to do as well. But I appreciate you if you're, honestly following me and my work and you're interested in becoming my client. And yeah, don't hesitate to check out my services if you want help and support as you're healing. And also, yeah, I would love to have great feedback if you have bought my book yet, or if you're going to and you will read it and implement it. So I would love to hear your feedback on it, of course, as well. But it's important that, you know, we're not alone dealing with heavy things as sensitive empaths and highly sensitive people. Much love, and thank you for supporting my work and subscribing and liking this video.